Green Village Radio, the Sizwe Nkosi, your host for today. Yes, I'm with my producer here, Fixes a little thing. I told you for a little podcast thing, little prayer, one thing, one more YouTube. Get in there, subscribe to our page, like, wanna share. What's about to Hore? Sizwe Nkosi, Omonamo Radio. Okay, so now we're going to introduce the show. Like I told you, the name of the show is The Talk Show. This is Nkosi. So this show is going to focus specifically on social issues. But we are talking about issues that impact Arona every day. Whether I'm celebrating or I'm businessing or we're just sitting at home, everyone is going through something. I myself have my own story, which I'm going to talk a little bit about so that everyone can get to know their host, or who is this guy and what is he all about. So yes, we came about with the show so that we can talk about these issues variety and try to find practical solutions to them, so that we can be able to find these solutions and try to manage more South Africa and around the world, because we will be posting it as a podcast on our YouTube channel, and also check us on our socials, Green Village Radio on Facebook. Also check me as Sizwe Nkosi on my Facebook page. Very first show, very excited. Sizwe Nkosi, the talk show with Sizwe Nkosi. Welcome. So like I said, the show will be centered around social issues. So I, as Sizwe Nkosi, was born and raised I was born and raised in Soshanguve. Grew up on Block GG. Shana River Polo. I was a boy who liked soccer. I liked staying with my friends, playing and just being around with people. I remember I laughing a lot, when I was young, because and then when I went to school, I was a person I would socialize with different kind of people, and because I like to laugh, those two there, they would put me close so that I could get each other and get a few laughs from me, because I don't but then those kind of issues, those kind of things, just being around those two there, you end up getting into things that don't that impact your life in a negative way, so they told me would ultimately lead to the hard stuff. So get the great amount heroin, smoking out for the first time in my life, deciding I'm going to buy this drug and experiment, and see how it feels, here because I was a curious child, very curious, just see my friends doing things, and I decided then I just want to sample these things, I want to sample and taste, and that in turn led me to be addicted to heroin. Yes, it's addiction in Batwamudi. And since he's a one, I'm only fasting last Satan, and fasting it destroyed from then on. My high school years, were very up and down with just substance use and just me trying to find myself in becoming a young man. Now I find myself addicted to this very serious drug, and as a person addicted, I knew this is not how my life is supposed to be. I knew my life cannot end like this, and my life has to change. Hence, I took steps to try and just get rid of this addiction and I started going to rehabs. I would just ke ya mona ke bolele social worker, and they would enlist me to a certain rehab, and I would go there. Sometimes I found myself where I would pack my bag and just tell my mom it's again not get happy. I don't know, I want what this and this and that. I'm like, no, I'm just sick and tired of the drugs in Kiatamaya. And that's how I was challenging myself, but I found for Kia rehab, Kia boa, Kia relapse. Kia boila happy rehab, Kia boa, Kia relapse. I go back again, I come back and I relapse, So after doing that 3, 4, 5 times, you get tired. You know what? This solution is just not coming along. You try to change your life, but how feel young. And that was right about the time Monaki feeling but the organization about COSUP. So I met the people over for COSUP whilst my stints in rehab, and they started talking about harm reduction and bringing services to people, medical, but the services and the drugs. And for me, it was a new thing. I've never heard of such a thing where people come there and try to help Rona, but But it struck a chord with me. I saw this concept, it shows a certain care to people who use substances, and it shows also a certain knowledge. Hence they were saying, no, this thing is research based. They go into the communities or into the spaces and they learn about them, and they see what kind of services can we bring to these people. As you can see, there are a lot of people but they inject the drugs, they came up with a solution for it again. Instead of these people injecting themselves and in turn contracting the diseases, saying why don't we get into their spaces and then clean, because now the issues about HIV was becoming a problem around Renabatotuba. So these kind of people also harm reduction. It's a concept and hence I decided to join these people, and they started now teaching me about the fundamental. It's a harm reduction. What is it all about? And I found it's in the name again. It's harm reduction. So they are trying to reduce the harms They're trying to make sure we don't destroy our lives, injecting ourselves and just getting diseases, even though we have gotten rid of our addictions, but we are still left with the diseases or the malady, or contract whilst we are still injecting, such as HIV and AIDS, such as hepatitis C, maladies which are blood-borne, which just have for the communities. So learning about the fundamentals of harm reduction, I got now to get closer and understand okay, now what must I do, because and they were like, no, how about you start reducing hair, instead of taking the drugs, how about you start reducing a little bit, take it down a notch, so that your body is a crash, and now you are faced with withdrawals, which now you have no solution to. So start reducing the amount that you are using. Ultimately, you'll be in a space you also need that in order to function on your everyday life. And when I use that, ultimately, I've reduced so much where I can be able to function and start having and building relationships, happy, lebatu, by necessarily destroy the relationships that they. So after now fixing my life using harm reduction, I found there's more that I can do, and how about Lena, and try and help other people. And that's how I got to work COSUP. COSUP is a community-oriented substance use program. It's based all around Soshanguve, Pretoria. You can find their sites. But they do help people with substances. They have social workers, they have professionals, trained professionals. You can go there and meet up Lebona and try and fix your life. And all their services are free now. So whilst working for this organization, trying to change my life, I got to a space and here I am today, sitting here on the Green Village Radio and hosting the show. So the show will be called The Talk Show with Sizwe Nkosi. So the show will just focus on these type of issues, your substance use, your drug use, but for us who they don't receive medical care. Why aren't they receiving medical care? Why are this group being excluded? Why are they being excluded by the clinic and they're being chased away because they're in the brink of death? Why are they not receiving the services? Why are they not being tested? Because HIV is very rife. More people who use substances. So we're going to talk about these issues and a whole lot other ones. HIV and AIDS it's an issue it's in South Africa, and now it's destroying our brothers and sisters. So those are the issues that are very near and dear to my heart, and these are the issues that I will try to bring forth, and so that we can talk about them and bring practical solutions to these issues. So stay with us, stay with the show, listen, we are talking about these shows, we are giving out the information, and we are here for Retuse Batu, Bamona Muscharens, South Africa. Harm reduction is here, COSUP is here. We are also be sitting and having guests that come to the show and talk about issues that are impacting the people in South Africa. We have different things like your HIV and AIDS, your TB, your hepatitis. These things, they impact our lives every day. You think you are safe from them because you don't have people around you who are not suffering from these things. But I tell you today, if your Makelwan is suffering from substance use, is going to jump the fence and steal from you. We're now protected because you don't have anyone around you, but now you are affected. So why not, instead of pointing fingers and say, yes, these people are doing these drugs because they're destroying their lives, but how can I help? What can I do to help these people? So those kinds of information, that's what we'll be talking about on the show, so that we can take the information to the people who need it most. So join us, Motondi. The Talk Show is the name of the show. The host, Sizwe Nkosi. Green Village Radio is the platform we use. Thank you for joining me, Motondi. Thank you so much.